Center before the All-Star break, with Valentine's Day just 2 days away.
Involved early, like he was when he was going through that stretch. So get the ball in.
And Duren finds Asar Thompson, very similar to the
come back after getting taken out to the woodshed last night.
Vucevic getting the first Bulls shot. It's over the top of Jalen Duren. Here comes Tobias Harris, who got Detroit off to a solid start a night ago, the veteran out of Tennessee. Takes Giddey all the way down the block, unable to finish it, but he got the offensive rebound. Tim Hardaway Jr. in and out, rebounded by Kobe White. Only 2 Bulls scored in double figures last night. It was Buzelis and Giddey, with 12 and 11 respectively. Thompson played excellent defense last night and continues to hassle. He made a great point last night that the Pistons were in a similar position. There's no single knocking. We're in a very similar position where the Bulls are. Maybe not exactly the record. Obviously, the Pistons had a historically bad year last year, but they were in a similar position the last few seasons of trying to get to this point.
Well, to get to that point, you had to play your young players.
Yeah.
They've had some really good draft picks.
Harris is able to lay in.
The big kid coming off the bench for him.
Paul Reed
Tobias Harris.
Tobias Harris in the starting lineup is probably as important as anybody. Kobe White, no. Buzelis kept it alive, but went over the top. It's a foul. White trying to beat Thompson off the dribble. Buzelis sets up Dosunmu, and it circles the iron and out. Vucevic, good follow-up.
Good rebound.
Bulls have lost 3 in a row. Pistons 2 games over 500. They've doubled their win total from a season ago. 28 wins now after 14 last year. Cunningham, their first All-Star since Blake Griffin 6 years ago, misses the lay. Dosunmu trying to get aggressive going downhill. Vucevic flings it over the top. Thompson drives and draws a foul. Johnny.
Here's Johnny.
One of our... Let's save Patrick.
Patrick got that.
Giddey saved it to Thompson. A Bulls turnover leads to an impressive athletic play.
I mean, there's no pressure there. Just get the ball up the floor.
There's White trying to penetrate and draw some contact. Giddey and Vucevic running action on this side of the floor. Vucevic trying to get the mismatch on his old Orlando team. His best free throw.
Again, getting some quality veterans.
Giddey got trapped good by Vucevic, and he got to cheer on the Bulls this season during the C-Red Watch Party Series. Join us at Wind Creek Casino. 9-7. 1,800 threes in the career of Tim Hardaway Jr. Dosunmu gets Cunningham on target, rebounded by Duren, who's still somehow ended up with double-digit rebounds. White missed it badly, coming off a rough shooting night. Good job by Dosunmu to get back defensively. Bulls have numbers, although Giddey's going to take a quick 3 and will not get the lead. Oh, Giddey getting in on Cunningham and a turnover. Dosunmu to Buzelis, able to adjust.
Giddey had an opportunity, but he's the one that really started that.
Yep. There is Thompson, crashed into the microphone. Cunningham knocks down out of a single turnover in last night's game. That was probably the most impressive part of a very solid stat line yet again. There's White, glides, and borderline. Duren got the block, and a tough finish by Hardaway. Vucevic, the trailer for 3. Vucevic, long rebound, is able to secure it. Buzelis, who's been red hot as of late. That one won't go. White keeps it alive. Right back to Buzelis. Drives and scores. There you go. Sing to describe last night's performance, an apt description. Williams takes the spot of Kobe White for the Bulls. He continues to work off the bench. Dosunmu fighting over the screen. Duren rolls. Buzelis helps. Thompson draws 2. Kicks for Harris and a 3. Dosunmu, a little bit of hesitation.
I just got to stay aggressive. Yesterday, I thought Detroit did a good job in the first quarter of taking away drives.
That kind of affected the Bulls the rest of the game, it felt like, Stace. There is Duren following it up.
when the three-point ball, we want to shoot threes. We understand you want it. They're just stuck on, if we just got to make threes. If we make threes when the other team is scoring, you find yourself having the kind of games we saw last night.
Kevin Huerter takes the spot of Modest Buzelis after 6 minutes. Giddey misfires a three. Vucevic keeps it alive for Williams. Huerter runs to the corner. He's open. Rebounded by Hardaway. Cunningham lob for Duran. Nice job by Williams to break it up.
Good help from the weak side.
And goes Subaru all the way. Good help side defense by Patrick Williams as they set it up nicely for Duran. And Williams took it away and started the break. Now he plays good defense on Harris. Huerter trying to stick with Malik Beasley, who's in off the bench. For Beasley and Simone Fontecchio, who had double-digit rebounds off the bench yesterday. Some extended minutes. Harris drives and a tough finish again. Tobias has been doing it for a long time now. Giddey unable to finish against Fontecchio. Cunningham pull up three. Outstanding year for Cade Cunningham. 25 points, 9.5 assists, 6 rebounds, and about a steal a game. Vucevic way out. Dosumu's right there.
It's from the field. Make that 8 points.
A couple of assists in there. He's been involved defensively, and he's watching Cade Cunningham again. Beasley drives. Beasley with the lane.
In the middle of the lane. No one stood up to take a charge or try to challenge that shot.
That has been a bereft statistic for the Bulls. Charges drawn this year. Williams hits a three. The lowest marks, if not the lowest, depending on the other games tonight in the league. Here is Cunningham, left that short. Giddey on the cross, and the drive, and the dish, and Vucevic scores. Pistons' largest lead was 6. Bulls' largest at 3. That's what the technical foul shot. Schroeder is in for Cunningham. Trey Jones is on. The Bulls go deeper to their bench. Smith, White, Jones, Huerter, and Williams. Schroeder, Harris, Stewart, Beasley, and Fontecchio for the Pistons. It's Beasley with the rebound. With 7 threes last night and became the single-season Pistons leader in three-point field goals made. He's second in the NBA with 212 this year. He finds Stewart. Good job by Williams on D.
2 good plays by Patrick Williams.
Huerter shut off. Now Williams. Back out. Huerter. A deep three by Kevin Huerter is short. Right to Trey Jones. Jones took a little bit of a push from Fontecchio. Still games with the Bulls. Zach Collins made his Bulls debut last night. 3 new additions after the Zach LaVine trade last week. There is Beasley off the catch and shoot, around and out.
On Beasley, playing like Steph Curry.
Huerter drives in. What?
I thought he was going to try to dunk that.
It looked like he was kind of in flight. Bob inside. Harris met by Huerter and a foul. Like maybe he was caught in between. As a rookie, he had 24 dunks as since, and those numbers have gone down as his usage has gone down in his career. 90 seconds left first quarter, much more competitive than what we saw yesterday. Here's Jones driving on Beasley, draws contact in first half. In fact, more tonight. It was tied for the largest deficit at halftime in Bulls history and was the franchise record for a halftime lead for the Pistons. Beasley. Runner. Smith taps it to Huerter. 60 seconds left. To Williams. On Beasley, couple of Florida State Seminoles. Jones drives. Jones flows and scores.
Games that he's played.
7 points already for Jones. He's 3 for 3.
Good time for the Bulls. 18 of the last 22 in the paint.
Wow, nice move by Stewart. Good defense on the help side by Williams.
He got to move 10-cent shot.
Kobe White flings it to Jones for 3. Carolina to Duke that time for the connection. Half a minute left. Holland is on with Schroeder, who's from Germany, so that was an interesting European. Schroeder. Nice spin move and unable to finish. Stewart is there.
Smith had to come over and try to challenge that shot, which took a body off of Stewart.
Yep. Not something you can afford to do if you want to keep him off the glass, obviously. White lost it right to Herter, to Smith. And that's how the opening frame comes to a close for the Bulls in that opening period. He'll start on the bench here. Herter trying to keep it alive. It's Kobe White. Did not hit a three last night. Trying to put the moves on Fontecchio. He's got a big body in there. Fontecchio's put on some weight in his couple of years in the league. Made him a tougher rebounder and defender. Schroeder misfires and Dosunmu is there. Io running point and Fontecchio grab. Schroeder trying to put the moves on Williams. The defense by Patrick so far tonight. Stewart. Schroeder behind that screen.
You know, good guys who love to set screens. He's one of them. Both him and Durham set really good screens.
Why Detroit's one of the best in the league in that category. Finish roll by Smith.
His bench, different story tonight. 12-7 right now.
Holland. Shut off by White. Late in the shot clock. Schroeder cuts. Schroeder drives. Fontecchio follows. And his hand. He was able to pick that loose ball. 3 at home tonight. Here's Dosunmu. Jones finds Smith for 3. We saw assists more from the bench in the garbage minutes last night. Schroeder misses. Tonight we're starting to see it in the early flow of the offense. Jones against Stewart in the paint on that mismatch. Dosunmu picked up by the rookie Holland. Across, the move, the whistle. Dosunmu's got double figures. He's the first points. And he's having a solid all-around. Schroeder playing his 3rd game for the Pistons. Debuted Sunday against Charlotte after being traded Golden State, then to Utah, and then eventually with Detroit. I think Toronto was in that mix too. Here is Stewart with the hook. Billy Donovan urging the Bulls to push the tempo and some contact. 6 will get the 4th hat of the BMO Artist Hat Series, designed by Ramiro Weezer, ready with 8 points off the bench. Spurs until this current stint with the Bulls. Originally a 2nd-round pick in 2020. See his older brother Tyus next week when the Bulls take on the Phoenix Suns. Schroeder a little step back that time. And Williams, good position. Took Stewart out of there for the board. Dosunmu to Smith, lets Fontecchio clear.
Collapsed and then dropped that pass off. Good job by Io.
His 4th assist already. Bulls their largest lead. Buzelis played tough enough defense that time. 5-point lead for the Bulls is their largest. Here is Holland against his old G League Ignite teammate Buzelis. The rebound to Giddey. And here comes Modis, who's got 4 points in 7 minutes. Out there with Jones and Giddey and Dosunmu and Smith. Here's Giddey. Jalen Smith launches. Rebound Fontecchio. Beasley, quick catch and shoot.
And respect his 3-point range, man. You cannot give him an inch.
Giddey working against the smaller Schroeder through the teeth of the defense and a late whistle. ComEd is preparing the electric grid and chewing on those hands.
Pressure there. Good defense. Jump ball.
Shot high and Fontecchio flags it down.
Good job this quarter. 3 of 10 for the Pistons.
Force him into another late clock situation, and Jones just vision. And you're saying if Io times that double team,
that you have to have the freedom to play defense.
Give and go. It's a
Guys, it's season high for a half, 14. Got 4 assists and 3 rebounds, 6 of 8 from the field. So solid first half from Ayo.
Steal as well. Here's Cunningham. Floats it up. Vucevic taps it. Giddey couldn't grab it. Boy, Asar Thompson is an energy player, but he loses it over his back. Bulls have 4. They're starting 5 out there. Trey Jones is in as well off the bench. Here's Buzelis. Rebound to Hardaway. Duren off to Thompson.
Come down to the middle of the floor. He's going to get better at this. You expect a rookie to come in this league and know where you're supposed to be defensively. It's going to take him a while, but that's something he's got to get better at. The rotation and leaving his man.
Let's go.
His 3 is short. Buzelis made both of his attempts last night. He's been very hot during this 7-game streak, shooting about 50% from 3. He's 0 for 3, gains the advantage. White was trying to get it to Buzelis. He ran into Thompson, and it's out of bounds. Like, all right, I'm going to keep an eye out for that. Nice play by Herter, but it rims out. Rebound to Duren.
But you see the Pistons' young players are not afraid to rotate. They have the freedom to leave their guy.
They play aggressive defense, and that's, we talked about it last night. They've had a top 5 defense since the start of January, and that's led to them being 6 games over 500 since January. Hardaway, another one. This one rattles out.
Well, if you're going to be a playoff caliber team, you've got to be able to stop people.
Well, you made the point earlier about, well, if the Bulls aren't making shots, how are they winning games? Defense has to be one of the avenues for that. That has not been the case this year.
They're showing you some passing skills.
Both nights, this back-to-back. There's Vucevic with Duren guarding. Vucevic. Oh, yes. 8 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists for Vucevic. White is trying to guard Cunningham here. Helped by Herter and 1. Cade's manager for a while now, too. Sumu, no. And multiple box outs by Cunningham and Harris to allow Thompson to get the ball and start the break. Good Look at the defense by.
He can guard anybody on the floor.
Sumu for Vucevic. White penetrates off the front rim. Another rebound for Duren, and he's handling the ball again. Seven boards, 5 assists, 6 points for Duren. Harris backs out of the double. Duren leaves it with a nifty pass to Cunningham. Cross court, Hardaway late in the clock. Somebody's got to shoot it. It is Hardaway, no, and knocked out of bounds. Here's Vucevic. Another one.
Post defender.
Yep.
But he doesn't block a lot of shots.
Him and Stewart have about 60 blocks. Harris.
Shoot and shoot.
But that guy is unique, right? Like basically 7 feet. Sure.
He doesn't have a big frame.
Maybe modest Buzelis guns for a physique like a Kevin Durant. Adds a little bit of wiry strength over the course of the summer. There's a nice 3 from.
Well, I mean, he's 20 years old.
Yeah. Well, I just mean a comparison to a player like Durant.
Kevin
Kevin's
Durant,
very wiry, right?
Kevin Durant is just skinny.
Yeah.
I mean, he lifts weights, but he doesn't gain any weight. Just one of those kind of guys.
Modest talked about it on the score earlier today about adding some weight to his frame. He said he wanted to add about 10 pounds of muscle in the offseason. The ball handling ability, which I think makes a lot of sense.
This is hypothetical. Sure. You know, I mean, that's your next 10 years, a small forward and power forward. Sure. That you're going to have some dominant, athletic bigs. And this league is all about athletic bigs.
Long rebound off the Hardaway miss belongs to Asar Thompson, and he finds Duren. Thompson.
Hoops has a Bulls last 9.
He leads the way. He leads all players with 15 points. Looking for Williams. That was deflected. Harris on the push. Harris draws contact. Count the basket. Leukemia. That was Morgan's number. Harris has worn that number every opportunity he's had in the NBA.
He rebounds. He scores.
Herter, no. Rebound by Thompson. quick. And now Duran underneath with out for Detroit. Here's Herter. Open from the corner, won't go. Boy, Herter is struggling. Here is Thompson all the way, and he draws a late in the 2023 draft.
He played with a lot of energy.
Dosunmu in the paint, got it to go. Well, Dosunmu and Vucevic have combined for more than half of the Bulls' points. And the adjustment with Vucevic close season. Every year it feels like he's gotten a little better.
Now he's an all-star. Miss Vucevic.
White misses a three. Cunningham launched in and over the top. That'll take.
Ball did a year prior to Lonzo. So Fred Vincent is living this.
Orleans had that unorthodox delivery with the elbow out to the side when he was in Los Angeles, going back to his college and high school days. And then Fred Vincent got a hold of him in Louisiana and completely changed the course of his shooting career. No, rebounded by Hardaway.
That just goes to show you that Lonzo Ball accepts coaching. Most guys don't want to change their shot. I've been doing this my whole life, and they're really resistant.
Giddy a foul on Thompson. Right now, it's a very bad case of the floor.
Yeah, he got the word now. Cookies.
Just wanted to let that marinate. I enjoyed that thoroughly. 8-point lead for Detroit is its largest. Here's Buzelis to try to cut into it. A rebound to Duran, who's got 9.
You definitely don't want to just keep firing a three. You got to start getting to the basket. See, Detroit is going to the basket.
Cunningham exclusive drops, team stats, and more. Download now once or twice. We don't talk about it very often just because it's become a natural flow of the game. Bag to try to keep free throw shooters from trying to make 2 in a row. It's kind of an icing strategy. He's been doing this for about 5-6 years now.
I like to know what the numbers are on that. What the
they weren't that great. And now I will say, Bulls opponents, as Duran gets an offensive rebound out to Cunningham and unable to finish. Bulls opponents are middle of the pack shooting free throws in terms of free throw percentage. Opponents rank 16th. Bulls opponents do in the NBA this year. So I guess it's better than league average. That Dosunmu trips him up. Jones trying to stick with Hardaway, just fighting through the screens. Giddy got caught up, so Cunningham is able to penetrate.
Are you switching or you're not?
White penetrates, Jones slings it, Vucevic to Giddy. White open to the corner. Around and out. Oh, nice fight. These back-to-back games from the field. He's now 0 for 12 from three-point range in these 2 games. That was. I like watching Trey Jones on defense. Here's Thompson. Got free and dumped it. He seems to try to fight through screens a little bit more than some of the other players. And that may be the wrong way to say it. He doesn't switch as often as the other players. Buzelis misses a 3. Bulls are not doing all that much better than last night. They're 4 of 26 from 3. Cunningham. Boom! Another live line spotted by FanDuel Sportsbook. A
19-4.
Here's Thompson. Jones meets him in the paint, but the patience by Thompson leads to a look. Here come the Bulls the other way. Giddy drives, and Cunningham erased it. Harris sees he's got a smaller guard on him. Harris has 16. Scored 16,000 points in his NBA career. Giddy. Back out to the perimeter.
Defense has got stifled in the second half.
And Bulls have ended up just going back out to the perimeter. Cunningham in the paint.
Man, nice move.
22 points for.
He's at his own pace. He never seems like he's rushing.
Well, Bulls rush a pass.
His feet well. He stays at. Oh man.
Cunningham at his own pace again. Twisting, turning, accelerating when he needs to.
This is one of the areas the Bulls, when they start going downhill, the shoulders drop, and they start feeling sorry for themselves. They've got to draw a line in the sand and say enough's enough.
Phillips is on for the first time tonight.
Well, again, we're going to sit here and say it all. Right? He's got to get the ball in the paint.
He's your leading scorer with since the Zach LaVine trade. Now he fouls. 18-4, third period so far. Vucevic the rebound, 5 games.
Julian Phillips in the game brings some energy.
There's Jones, and he lost it. There's Hardaway. Knocked away by Trey Jones. Jones speeds and is able to squeeze.
Ties his season high.
11 points.
Oh, good hands by Julian Phillips.
Vucevic leads it for White, who's going to take a 3. First 3, 6 of them on Saturday. Hadn't made one yesterday or today until now. Thompson banks it in.
You know, guy getting his offense just off of athletic plays. That's him.
He's a hustle scorer. White looking for back-to-back.
Really should be playing just like this kid. They're not running that kid. They're not running that. The defense starting to pick up. Julian Phillips has come in and made 2 pick and roll or, you know, a post up. He just plays the game.
Bulls trailed by 21. They're now down by 15. And a nice backdoor play. He and Jones are out there. Vucevic goes super right, and Duran gets called for the foul. So that's 4 straight. Jones splits, drives, floats. Won't go during the rebound. Rare miss for Jones tonight. He's 5 of 7 from the field. Now Phillips on Cunningham. White is stuck on Duran. Vucevic had come over for the as much as good to jiggle at JeffLuke.com.
Nationwide.
14 points, 13 boards. Vucevic drives aggressively on Stewart. Good move, but he picked up the pivot foot.
That was a very subtle move.
Phillips all the way out to mid-court pressure with Cunningham.
Throw it up. Oh.
White drives, White kicks.
They should have had a layup.
Vucevic draws a foul. And on Detroit, Vucevic knocks down. Schroeder is out there with Cunningham. We saw a little bit of this the other night. Beasley, Stewart, and Fontecchio rounded out for Detroit. Cunningham splits, drives, and scores. Lead is back up to 15. White stymied by Fontecchio's defense. Vucevic sets up Dosunmu for 3. Rebound Fontecchio, and he outlets to Beasley. Malik Beasley stripped by Kobe White. Got it right back. Unable to finish. White pull up 3. No. This felt like a quick shot. By the way, Patrick Williams, we've been told, is not going to return to this game, dealing with what has been deemed a right knee issue. Well, since then, he's been pretty much out of the game, and he will not return now. Stewart finishes with the left.
Pistons 20 of their 54 points in the paint this quarter.
Dosunmu, tough drive. Catch and shoot from Fontecchio at the side of the backcourt. There's Dosunmu cutting inside on Cunningham. Zealous and Smith will come into the game. Cunningham, and on draft night, his notes app on how hungry he was. I'll always be motivated being picked in the 2nd round. He said, there's not 37 people better than me. He said on draft night. He was outplayed what is a very team-friendly contract. Good denial by Smith. Here comes Io. Right on cue to the cup. And a foul on Schroeder. Both Nigerian immigrants.
Iowa has been a joy. Ever since he came, brought some toughness. He's had to work and earn his way into the lineup. Didn't get to play the first month of the season. It's kind of like they've done, you know, Modest. Sure. He had to fight his way on. It was hard keeping him out of the lineup. Defense got him on the floor.
Regardless of role, starter or bench, he's been prepared. Fontecchio blocked by multiple Bulls. Phillips and Smith were both there defensively. White the fake and the drive, and Stewart is there for the rejection. Loose ball to Smith and a reset.
Give Kobe credit, he tried to ban it.
Dosunmu drives and unable to finish. He wanted either a goaltend or a foul. I'm not sure which he was calling for. And it hurt his hand. Ayo is a little bit banged up. Jones with the steal. Ayo in transition, unable to trigger the three. He was grimacing after that dunk attempt. White has the switch on Stewart. Can't get free initially. He throws it away to Beasley.
He was waiting for that.
Fontecchio and Phillips with a foul.
Yeah.
But the free throw line, former traded last February for Kevin Knox. 9 years. His mother, that was the better player of his two parents. His father was actually in Pro League women's titles. Jones to Smith, open for three. In and out. Bulls are 6 of 31 from three-point range. That's under 20%. Fontecchio. It's Buzelis.
Pistons have lived in the paint and scored 22 points over 56.
And 34 in the first half of the paint. There's a foul on
like 3 times.
And the Boston program. A couple of years ago, he became. They got something special brewing in San Antonio.
Yeah, they got some good talent, good young players. They didn't have to give up any of their main guys in the trade.
Final seconds. Here's Beasley and an offensive foul. Basketball. And a count of it goes. Another offensive foul here. Stewart kind of grabbing Smith here. He was complaining. Nice pass. Giddy to Buzelis. Team leader now with 32. Next time you see him will be Saturday night. Nice defense by Phillips. Knocked it up 12 now. Since Phillips came into the game, basically. Tough shot. Beasley got it to the Pistons. Smith drives on the smaller Holland and a whistle and a coach. And Jalen was the skinniest guy on that AAU.
You and Chris Hansen. You guys are on top of it, baby.
Slightly different subject matter, but yes, absolutely. I take pride in the journalistic integrity here.
Every bit of it.
Enjoy that week. Here is Smith. Sticks. Unable to stick it. Herder with the putback.
Shooter.
His first bucket tonight. He was 0 for 6 and 3 for 20. With the Bulls so far, he gets the steal here. Lobs it up for Smith off the glass and into the hands of Harris. Schroeder to Holland. Beasley's calling for it opposite. Stewart running the floor.
It's a perfect time to take a charge.
I agree with you. It ain't going to be me on Isaiah Stewart. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah, you got to put that chest out there, man. You got to go out there and lay it on the line for your team, bro. Yeah, it'll hurt. See, there's a block right there. Line. It'll hurt for a little bit.
It deserves for a little bit.
It'll hurt for a little bit. You know, put some ice on your chest after the game.
That's how the parents got me to take the shots when I was younger, man. It's like, it only hurt for a second. Can you distract me for a split second? Giddy sees that the Pistons 13-point game. Just over 9 minutes to play here.
Well, there's a lot of time left. The defense has gotten back in the game.
Absolutely. Trailed by 21. It's at 13 now. Herder with a hand in the face of Harris. Giddy with a double team. Harris auto double. Stewart's tip doesn't go. Herder's got it. Here's Giddy. Here is Giddy with a run to the rim. Knocked away by the big body of Stewart. Giddy got it back. Buzelis cuts. Unable to finish. Smith got fouled by Harris.
Wow, can Buzelis? He's playing above the rim. If he gets fouled, I'm playing him until his tongue wags out.
Yeah.
He asks
to be a 32, 33 minute a night guy. There's There's a double on Cunningham. Beasley got free. Herter recovers. Schroeder will take it and miss it badly, but a foul on the rebound. Schroeder to Stewart. Let the space and traffic clear. Stewart's got 10 off the bench. Smith sets the screen. Giddy drives on Schroeder. Smith rotates to White. Tough catch. Takes a three. And the rebound to Cunningham.
Yeah, Giddy is struggling from the three-point line. 2 or 9.
Stewart cuts, trying to dunk it.
There was by Jalen Smith.
7:50 left to try to. Bulls are down by 16 after that three-point possession. Giddy weaving inside, draws a foul. It's 5 years ago this month. Global camp. Obviously, when you host an all-star game, a lot of camps take place, a lot of basketball-related activities. Players from around the world come here. Holding violation, a rare. Hard to argue that one. For as rarely as it's called, if you're going to call it, that's probably the one. Up ahead for Cunningham. White breaks up the pass. Osumu back the other way. Here's Giddy. For three.
Time.
11-point game with 7 long minutes left. And rest for a week after this one. Here is Schroeder off the handoff from Thompson. He answers back with a big.
In the second half.
12-year veteran Schroeder. Here is Giddy. No. Stewart with the challenge with 5 fouls. Cunningham to Schroeder. And got it to go.
We didn't really see both these guys, Schroeder and Cade Cunningham, playing together last night.
His first, a little bit more. This is going to be beneficial to Detroit to have Schroeder play with Cunningham or replace him in the lineup for minutes. Beasley. Well, they got their closers out there right now, don't they? Divisional foes play each other 4 times a year. Bulls have their starting 5 out there right now, and a turnover. Giddy couldn't corral it cleanly. It's the 15th giveaway of the night. Pistons have scored 20. And they are right back up to a 19-point lead after the Bulls had cut it to 11.
Pistons wins 23-12.
Schroeder. Still out there with Cunningham. So Cunningham's basically playing the 2 guard as you've talked about. Beasley's basically your 3rd. That won't go. Good box out by Buzelis to allow Giddy to grab the rebound. Buzelis flashes, foul line. Good. Been averaging about 14, 15 points a game during this stretch. That 11 tonight. Here's Thompson on the block. Lost it. Buzelis on the deck. Into Harris in the paint. Couldn't get it to go. Buzelis and Thompson battle. Bulls wanted a foul on Thompson on the rebound action.
He's active.
Hustle. Now Cunningham back to the point. Takes the 3. Long rebound. Deflected to Harris. Another possession for Detroit. Seconds ticking away.
Both teams have 14 seconds.
Traveling violation. Out-battled on the glass most of the night today. Giddy draws a foul. It was a season low, 10 games under 500, in danger of the All-Star break remaining. Lead on Philadelphia for the last play-in spot. Sixers were in action last night. That key Embiid turnover and lost to Toronto. Here's a turnover. Osumu drives on Cunningham and scores.
Down to 10 now. Let's go.
As close as they have been since trailing by 21. And they trailed by 19 after getting it down to 11. Now it's down to 10. There's high arms from the Bulls to try to deter Cunningham. Veteran against the rookie. Harris over Buzelis. And a foul on Modest. Left, down by 2 against the Raptors. Toronto ended up winning that. Ended up losing by 4. So As of now, a 2. He's going to need a surgery. Giddey flings it up. Whistling a foul as Giddey coming back to the scorer's table. The starting 10 are on the floor. With inside of 3 minutes remaining. Cunningham and Giddey came over. Cade Cunningham is 8 of 9 at the line for 20 relative to his year. Vucevic for 3. Rebounded by Duren. That is his 14th. All-star teams were announced. Remember, it's a new format if you're tuning in this Sunday night. Cunningham, no. Vucevic the rebound. Up ahead for Giddey. There's 7 in between and ends up traveling.
Well, he also knows he's had success getting to the basket, too. He hasn't shot the 3 ball very well. He's 0 for 4. So in his mindset, he's trying to get to the basket.
2 minutes. 2 minutes.
There's a little bit of aggressive defense on Asar Thompson. Floats one over Buzelis and banked it in.
Tough shot. Tough shot.
His offense has begun to impress. Pumped up his scoring average by about a full 1.5 over the last 2 weeks. Buzelis short. Rebound Harris. 95 seconds left. Pistons are going to head into the All-Star break on a 4-game win streak and sitting at 29 wins, more than twice as many as they had the entirety of last season. Bulls are going to fall to a season low 11 under 500. There's an easy 2 to close
out the basketball.
Yep, 17 points.
Easy points.
White tried to bam it down and missed the dunk. A little more insult to injury at this point. Thompson kept it alive from Durant.
Asar Thompson, man,
absolutely.
He's a phenomenal young player.
Someone just airballed one over Thompson. And he made that incredible pass.
Man, in transition. Because Cade Cunningham threw it to him for the lob, and then he threw it back to Duren, who was running.
J.B. Bickerstaff sees the Bulls have kind of waved the white flag, and offensive player in this league.
Very impressed with him.
You know, with 7 assists tonight, Stace, to go along with 19 points.
Again, I mean, listen, they don't run plays for him. Makes an impact on the game, but he had 5 rebounds, 7 assists, 19 points in 28 minutes. Impressive.
One of 6 Pistons in double figures.